Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 442.
442.
Of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. Becky just departed the Disney Wish for a second time. Becky is the owner of MEI and Mouse Fan Travel, and she has been researching the Disney Wish like crazy, and certainly any other of the Disney cruise ships, and really other cruise ships, because they travel on all of them. But check them out. They do Walt Disney World, Disneyland, Universal, Disney Cruise Line.
And they are doing
more, everything.
Our Disney Wish cruise as well.
Yep, we have booked through them.
So now our very first thing, we're going to head over to Disney Springs to one of our favorite restaurants there, Wine Bar George. And
Wine Bar George had invited us out. We have not been here in a while. We've really enjoyed it every time we've been here. It has, George, of course, we'll talk about George.
And he's there a lot.
He is there a lot. He is a master sommelier, and they have 140 wines, but also they have a lot of small plates. They have the charcuterie board and then a few entrees. Not a ton of entrees. The entrees, those are lunch entrees from 12 to 3 on Monday through Friday.
It's a great option if you want a quick lunch, or you can make it a long lunch.
Monday through Friday for lunch.
That's right. And oh boy, talk about refreshing. This is how we started the day.
Frozen Old Fashioned, which is there through, I believe, August 14th as part of Flavors of Florida. Excellent.
Very popular.
Very popular, yes. And, if you buy the Corksicle... Oh,
my little tiki too.
Mm-hmm. And
a little drink, that thing packs a punch, and it's delicious.
I don't see on the menu anymore. The Saganaki Empire. So I've never had flaming cheese before. I don't know if I've seen flaming cheese
Denise
before.
Denise is not a big cheese eater normally.
No, but I like mozzarella, and this is mild like that. And I guess when you go to a Greek restaurant, if they say opa, you get the. When I've gone to Greek restaurants, they didn't say, if that is true. They didn't say, oh, but yes, that is what comes out.
When they go, opa, that means
yes,
here comes
the flaming cheese or something. That's
Who
what
knew?
I read it in many places this morning because I was, researching it. But it was really, really nice. Like, I would definitely go and order this again. Yes.
And the presentation was really great. I mean, a lot of interest to the table
of
after
course.
You have that.
Yeah, I mean, once you start having fire coming to the table. So
hummus also, and meatballs. Oh, boy.
The hummus and the meatballs have been here since opening day, which would have been just over 4 years ago. Very solid, small plates. I don't really eat at home. Like, if I do get hummus, which we don't get it a lot, but cucumber goes really well with hummus.
It does. I think this is the only place we've had cucumber served with it.
We could have just do that at home,
and we went through 2 rounds, by the way.
Yes, we did. Especially the cucumbers were so good. But also the meatballs with the polenta. Everything is beautifully presented here, and in a way that I don't really go to restaurants that are usually quite so nicely presented.
And here we have the sangria, another very popular item.
And right, that is a secret recipe, so we have no idea what's in it.
And George himself is about to make an appearance. There he is.
And George had opened the California Grill back in the 90s, and then he went to, I believe, Seasons 52. But he's especially known for the California Grill. And then he just opened his own restaurant. He's, again, the master sommelier. So if you have any wine questions, you can ask him. So also there is your chicken salad sandwich, lunch, 12 to 3, Monday through Friday.
Very solid, delicious item. I remember I actually had it the last time I was here, probably 2020, and I'm not disappointed I had it again. With
roasted tomatoes and brioche and house-made chips. That's the steak frites. That is skirt steak covered with caramelized onion aioli. They do have skirt steak in a family platter as well.
We've had that.
Right. It's differently presented, not with fries. And it's really, skirt steak here at Wine Bar George, either way, is excellent.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, this is something we've never done before.
No, the wine experience, the wine and chocolate, the chocolate experience is actually what it's called.
But that shows you where our head's
Yes, at. I know, we're thinking about the wine, but you get the wine and then chocolate from the ganachery along with a little bit of fruit. Honestly, the wines... Like there's a Moscato, which I wasn't really as big a fan of. It's a little bit, it went with the white chocolate. And then there was a tawny port, a 20-year tawny port. And then there was a Merlot. And there's me, I'm like.
But it's part of it is that.
I look excited, so excited.
Well, no, because you were listening. He was telling you,
yes.
You're supposed to take in the notes and everything. And, they actually work extremely well together. It's amazing. And I guess it took a long time for them to match the chocolates with the wines.
The Moscato is a little sweet for me. My favorite was actually the Merlot. I'm more of a white wine drinker, but I like the Merlot with the dark chocolate. I think was really good. The dark chocolate blend is I'm saying excellent so much because everything here is so good. And it's of course the ganachery chocolate. I mean, it's house-made chocolate. And then I think I like the dark chocolate, which is not normal for me. I usually prefer a milk chocolate, but the dark chocolate is really good here.
It was a wonderful way to end a great experience. I can't wait to go back, and I will do that dessert experience again, the wine and chocolate experience. And of course, since we were at Disney Springs, we had to get our magnet, our annual pass magnet. So we took a walk towards the other end of Disney Springs here at the Wonderful World of Memories and picked up our magnets.
Orange Bird magnet.
That's right. And it came with a game that we didn't play, a scavenger hunt. But one of these days, if it's still available, we should do that.
And now we're heading to the Epcot Food and Wine Festival. Today is really all about the food.
A lot of food today. You better be very hungry for this show.
And the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival is running through November 19th. So you've got 4 months from now just about to experience it. So the funny thing that
That's how I felt at the end of this.
The one thing I really noticed about the festival flowers, the plants, is that they're very fall. And it's so hot. The day we went was in the 90s.
That's right. It's the middle of July, but it's right.
And I'm looking at these fall looking plants, that even still have the flower quilt, which they normally would not after the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival, but they even have like oranges and such. So you really have that sense of autumn, even though it's so hot out.
This first day, it was incredibly hot.
Oh my gosh! We had to. It was really hard getting around World Showcase on this particular day, the first day.
Here's a look at Remy's Ratatouille hide and squeak game, scavenger hunt game.
Yep, and these are the prizes. The game itself is the same as it always is. They put Remy's around World Showcase.
One spoiler coming up, and this is the spoiler of Canada. And there's Remy's all around World Showcase, but we're just going to show this one.
But
not
there's
that
2
hard.
in Canada.
That's right. You discovered
yes.
That is correct. And I remember that last year there was 2 now that you mentioned it.
I totally don't remember last year, but we didn't buy the game. There wasn't any. We didn't really want the prize this time. So it's like you can still go around and look for Remy.
We have so many of those plastic cups. So you have no idea.
But we still went around and looked for some of the Remy's.
So let's eat.
You got and I told you, I said you should get the Chesapeake crab slider. I don't eat crab. I don't eat much seafood at all.
You know what? I am glad you did. I was their very first customer. They opened a little early, and we happened to be in the area. This was excellent. Especially the insides here, the crab cake, phenomenal. The bun could have been better. I think the bun wasn't as fresh as it could have been, but it went well with this wine that you chose also. I
forgot to write down the wine, but this is at Hops and Barley. And this is, again, look at that beautiful autumn.
Yeah.
Autumn.
You can feel the frost on the pumpkin. So now we're heading over to Morocco.
So, at Tangerine Cafe. Again, now the sign outside didn't say anything. It was just a plain black sign that didn't tell people
that has been rectified.
Yes, but on this day, like nobody, I don't know that people knew to come, in here.
That was good for us because every place else had big long lines, but as you could see, there was nobody here because it said nothing on the sign outside.
We kept trying to go back to France, and France was so long. So the grilled kebabs, they didn't have the beef one this year, but overall the menu is very similar to last year.
We took the whole menu, it looks like.
Just about with the hibiscus
apple cider,
right? And then there's stone baked bread. This is just like last year. We used to come and dine here fairly regularly because we like the whole menu. And there's falafel.
Oh, the
fried falafel is
great,
excellent.
Yes.
Again, similar to or the same as last year. They had a chicken kebab and there was a lamb kebab. Again, no beef kebab, which they did have last year.
We did used to get the beef one every once in a while.
Yes.
But the cake, the cake is so good.
The pistachio cake, again, is back. Beautifully presented, but also it's sort of like... the
baklava they have?
Yes, it's like a deconstructed baklava in a cake. And I think it's a pistachio cake.
So
it's really... It is so good. And we had it many times last year, and I'm sure we'll have it many times this year.
But we found a new favorite that we'll be getting to, and you'll never guess what our new favorite is, at least for this year.
The American Gardens Theater. No,
That is not
that's
true.
not.
And we almost saw a show at the American
We did.
Gardens Theater, but it got rained out. And here it is. This is our favorite kiosk of this year so
Well,
far.
it's my this and Morocco so far. India is totally different than last year. I did not like India's choices last year. It wasn't that good. But this year, I have family from India. I have a lot of family from India, and so I'm very familiar with like the vegetable samosas and stuff. There's a coriander lime cream on there that I did not care for very much. I just like plain. The next time I had my plain samosas, and then
Right.
the chicken tikka masala.
Which you make often here at our house.
I do. It's a little different. Like, curries and chicken tikka masala, like every recipe is so different from the next.
Those samosas, though, very
Oh
generous.
my gosh,
they
yes.
give you a good amount for the money, and again,
Yes.
very spicy though. The whole thing was very spicy on that hot day.
It was very hot out, and the chicken tikka masala was really too hot for me and spicy for me that day. But it's excellent.
This not spicy. Not very spicy.
No,
I didn't think so.
And I like a mango lassi, but I don't like that they drop the mango pieces. I had to stop them from dropping some more in there. I don't like chunks of things in my drinks. So, but it's nice having that mango lassi is certainly good with, especially when you have something spicy.
And you just saw those samosas without the sauce. So once you figured out how to order, I think this is going to be a go-to place for us.
I'm going to have vegetable samosas every time I go to.
Now, also,
Epcot.
though, the Impossible Meatball that we
so
were just
good,
looking
too.
at. Oh, there's
Yes.
another hidden Remy up there. But yes, very good. And you also bought
I bought Remy.
probably the best deal in the whole festival. Wasn't that less than $3 for
It was
that
like
Re-
$2.50 or
That
something.
is a bargain.
It is. It's not bad. It's cute. I like Remy, but the Disney has done such a great job with their Impossible items, like over in Galaxy's Edge and
Bursting
such.
with
Yes.
flavor.
Oh
I mean,
my gosh.
more so than the actual real meatballs we've had.
I totally agree, and I just a lot of times they just put so much flavor into them. We got the
Shimmering Sips, the guava mousse.
guava mousse, which was, again, like we chose everything that I wanted. I liked. I think everything I wanted,
very,
really
very
liked.
successful. And also, we got the blood orange mimosa. We're about to show that. I'm just kind of setting it up. I guess I set it up a little bit long this time.
The blood orange samosa was just okay for me. I didn't think it was great. I wouldn't get that in particular. Again, it didn't taste like a mimosa. It just tasted like juice.
A little weak,
But
yeah.
the guava mousse. Now the cookie on the bottom, it was hard to cut through. That's
Worth the effort, though.
Worth
it's a
the
good
effort.
thing we
It
had a
was-
Remy spoon.
it's a fairly plain cookie, but when you have that delicious guava mousse
Mm-hmm.
on top of it, it's fun. It gives it a little bit of a crunch. So I do recommend that. Just like pretty much just about anything except maybe not the blood orange. And I love blood orange.
So now we have a lot of merchandise to look at.
And we went back 2 or 3 times, not realizing that all this, merchandise was here. This is the logo collection. And so you have different items like glasses. You have also a stemless glass. I'm not sure if that's there or not.
And of course,
Corkcicle.
Corkcicle, the official sponsor.
And so this
Cutting
is
boards.
well, I think it's more of a serving board, although I assume you could cut on, but you might not want to. There's a Spirit jersey. I think those are $79.99.
What a great time of year for a Spirit jersey.
Oh gosh, there's a lot of Spirit jerseys. It's not quite ready for Spirit jersey weather yet,
Definitely not.
unless you're traveling and going home.
I like that. This is very nice with Tiana.
Yes, the Tiana merchandise collection. There's not too many items, but it's nice to see her on. It's nice to see a little variety in the merchandise this year.
Especially with the beignets, that looks like there's like a sugar thing, so you can actually make beignets with in your Tiana attire.
And here is that logo collection again, and so you can see it differently. I know you were thinking about that Ren Spooner.
I
possibly.
love it, but it's hot, it's thick.
Right.
It's really. I mean, this stuff really is for the fall, so I'm not into getting it yet.
And
so maybe by the fall I'll be more. Into that.
And, the fall is really when the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival really will take off and more guests will come for that.
I do like
Here's
that
the
shirt,
Remy
though.
pass holder collection
I
here.
am, yeah. I love the pass holder collection also, as you mentioned, very nice. But I'm still thinking about that, so we'll see.
And you may have several months to think about
That's
it.
true. That's true.
But, especially when it gets into September and then definitely October, you'll see a lot more guests here. You'll see more of those booths opening also
Was
in
that a
August.
Tervis that we just saw?
Yes, I believe there is a Tervis, yes.
Very interesting.
I would-
Tervis and Corksicle can live together.
I may buy that Tervis because I love Remy. So there is the Dunium Bork.
In glass.
Yes, and
With
it's
a
on,
lock.
and that's on Shop Disney as well.
These pizza plates were flying off the shelves. I was watching
That is
people come
true.
in and just grab them. I was trying to take a picture and I turned around and it was empty.
And the thing
That
is,
fast.
it does. In particular, that item doesn't appeal to me. So I saw like
You noticed it too?
Yes, because people weren't just grabbing one; they'd grab like a couple of them.
Now, the first day we were here, I did not notice this Figment collection, but then we came back a couple days later and you spotted it. How could I miss it? This is my favorite collection.
Because the merchandise is sort of around the shop. It's not all in one area. So we didn't walk in this way. So the Figment collection, and some of this has been on Shop Disney. I don't know what is currently, but you have a plate, you've got the apron. I think there was a Tervis as well here.
See, I like this Tervis very much. I would consider this one also.
And what you don't see here is the oven mitt, which what sold out on Shop Disney pretty quickly because I write this stuff up.
Is this an ornament?
This looks like an ornament, yes.
That's nice. I like that also.
I need to write all these up. So I had forgotten what was here. A shirt. So there's really a little something for everybody. If you like Figment, if you like Remy, if you like, Mickey and Minnie, Tiana, there's really some stuff for everybody.
Yeah, I'm very impressed. And an actual CD. I bought this, as you could see, the Harmonious CD in physical format. You don't see much of this anymore, so when you do,
Not here, no.
you have to grab it.
It was a big surprise, I think, that they had that.
So now let's...
Bunny.
Oh, look at that. And I see
And a duck.
ducks too. So
Bunny
now we're going to
and
go
duck.
to Brew Wing at the Odyssey. The Odyssey has completely changed. They removed that whole Epcot
Experience, yes.
So it's back to what it was previously.
And this is, again, the brewing, which you got the traditional buffalo wing.
Yeah, I just went for the buffalo this time.
And then we got crispy Brussels sprouts with buffalo sauce. And
you liked the ones that didn't have as much buffalo sauce.
At Polite Pig. I don't like buffalo. I don't care for buffalo sauce.
Right.
And I don't know that they could do these. I don't know if they would, if you could do this without the buffalo sauce. So but I like them. I like them if I could get the buffalo sauce off of it.
Look at this. Isn't it nice? You have the event space. This is actually a very big space. We've seen presentations here. We saw Marty Sklar. We saw, many legends give talks in the past. We even made cells. Remember they used to have that stuff?
But
so
differently
it's nice.
because they had it was like 2 levels.
Right. I mean,
So they
years
have
ago, they
switched out the
actually
space
had a
some.
character show there. Many, many years ago. And it was like a Chicken Strips restaurant back in the 80s, if you remember.
That was it. I remember, but I don't know that I really went in there too much. But here are the items. We went outside. Then we went back inside. I
went outside for the video.
We were trying to figure out where to go.
It was very dark in there, so it was
Yes.
nicer outside to show this. Again, if you're a fan of traditional buffalo wings, that like I am, I thought it was great. And I like with the buffalo sauce. Remind me what Brussels sprouts.
Brussels yes.
sprouts.
Yes, like
with an S.
Belgium.
That's right. How can I forget that?
But yeah, I mean they were good except for a lot of times there's sauces and stuff that I am not a fan of.
Now we just saw the restaurant Marrakesh. It's going to be the future home of another Florida Blue lounge.
It is the future home of the Florida Blue.
Starting September 3rd.
Yes. So last year was in Norway. They had snacks and it was really great. We went there all the time. But this year, they're not going to have so much the snacks and the drinks. There'll be
you'll
some
still have
drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like maybe like what we had, maybe tea and such. So
Right.
we'll see what it is. But they'll have more experiences like henna design and such, or henna tattoos.
So now we are walking around. After that, we're in the Appleseed area.
Orchard, yes. And what we really liked about Appleseed Orchard last year was that it was a great place when it started raining.
Yes,
out.
a great place to get out of the rain with great seating. Especially down there, there's excellent, comfortable seating. The
We were
rug,
so
it
happy
looks like
last year.
hardwood, but it's a soft rug. Nice on the feet here. Delightfully air conditioned. I never did look at the menu, but it was a great place to get out of the rain.
Last year there's supposed to be some kind of, I think it's like an apple tart or something, and we should try that. But this is a big area. And yes, I recommend if it's starting to rain or something, it's a great place to run into.
So they have a new light show here on Spaceship Earth. This one is themed towards Beauty and the Beast, Be Our Guest, which is all about food and eating. So kind of a perfect fit here for the Food and Wine Festival.
But I didn't really notice in the lights so much where it reminded me of Beauty and the Beast, but it's the song. And I know there's little things like it's supposed to look like champagne bubbles or something. So
yeah, you see the bubbles going by? It's sparkly. You shouldn't have to have
but
it
it's
explained.
Nice.
It's a nice light show
It is.
at Spaceship Earth to end the day.
I love Spaceship Earth, the light on
Let's
Spaceship
go
Earth.
to Paris. So here we are. We're at the Walt Disney Studios, Paris.
We are in 2 months.
This is the opening day here for the Avengers Campus on the 20th, the actual opening day. This is your friend Lilly here,
Lilly
modeling
Melquist,
one of
yes.
these nice little opening day buttons. And I'm also seeing a brochure here, and these are from our friend Rony from DLP Licious. You'll be seeing him very soon. He brought those back for us.
That was really nice. And we've got Josh DeMauro here and Natasha she's the president of Disneyland Paris.
This was during the opening. All the cast members were out. Here is Rony to the left and Josh, of course, to the right.
Yeah, I mean, I am so jealous because I wanted to be out there so much. And but we'll be there. We're counting down from 2 months now. And we have the Disneyland Paris ambassadors. You got Carmen and Quentin, who
so
we have
nice.
met. Yes.
So friendly in real life. It was very nice to see that. And of course, Rony was, he's going to give us video showing the excitement. All of the cast members welcoming the first guests into the Avengers Campus.
It would have been a very exciting day. They had just had a heat wave, like it was 106 the previous day, but the rain broke it, and it was probably like in the 60s at this point, which would have been much nicer.
So Rony from DLP Licious is about to take us in. He was the very first guest into Pym Kitchen. And
Official guest.
Official
Yes.
guest. Of course, they had previews before, but this was the opening day. He was there for the first reservation, and he's going to show us all around and show us all the food. So here is Rony from DLP Licious.
So here we go. First let's have a look outside because it's full with little details and theming. Here we have outside 2 giant tubes with shrinking particles and enlarging particles to get the food supersized or shrinked. It's a cool element. So here is mentioned Pym Labs. Boy, that rain. Oh, okay, the menu is over there. Let's have a look at the menu before going inside. So I mentioned it before in another video, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet and it's offered at €42, including 1 soft drink. And if you want some extras, you can have cocktail or mocktail, but that's an extra on your menu. So let's go inside. And here it is, our table for today. Let's have a look at this. It's a color plate, so to keep yourself busy with a puzzle on it. And they are offering you a giant pretzel over here. Look at these guys. And if you want some pepper or salt or olive oil, it's served in these little tubes here. What a cool concept. Okay, time to go to the buffet. Okay, let's have a look at the experiments, or let's have a look at the buffet. Where to start? Wait, is it a bit difficult? Okay, the starters are over here. Look at this tartar of salmon. Cool. Look at the sauces. And also here, this is a melon soup, but look, Oh, cool. Some more experiments over here. Some more starters. Caesar salad, and if you want some extra vinaigrette or oil, it's also served in these really cool glasses. Gazpacho over here. Here in the tubes we have linseeds. And I think that's it for the starters. So it's quite a wide selection, and I really like the presentation. It's so cool. It's presented as kind of experiment, and I like this. This will be my new favorite. I feel it. And here it is. So when you're coming over here with your little ones, of course there is a separate buffet for them, and this is the selection. You have the kids buffet, and that's over here. Some side dishes like rice and a classic one, the cheesy pasta gratin. The mini burgers over here, they are cool. Cauliflower salad, and then the French fries. Yummy. So that's the selection for your little kids. Okay, time for my main dish. I have to say, look at the food, guys. Look at this. Mexican rolls. And look at this paella. Look at this. Great. Over here we have the corn dog. A typical American snack. And potatoes. Salmon. Roasted pork breast. Browsing coriander. And then here again the concept. Small hamburgers, and over here the supper sized one. Cool. More pasta. Hi. And then here also again the concept, a small hot dog and the supper sized one. Even for the pretzel, you have the small ones and you have the supper sized one. And that's it for the main dishes, but look at this, guys, it's cool. I really love this one. It's cool. Okay, I just finished my main dish, so it's time for dessert. Look at this. Let's have a look. These are the kids' desserts, and look at the serving. It's ice cream. I don't know what it is together with that, but it looks cool because it's blue and there is a berry in it. Cool. And you have some more desserts over here, and the whole concept is built on this one. You have a large molecular large dessert, and then there are small desserts next to it. Just like here, you have a super-sized Madeleine with small Madeleines next to it. Also here, always served in this very nice glasses. Strawberry flavored. Looks good. Some more desserts over here. Chocolate cake. And then here, the red velvet cake. Look at that. Look at the theming of the food. It's so well done. And if that's not enough, you still have, of course, that's kind of a classic, you still have a selection of cheeses. Check pepper cheese. It's not my thing, but and that's it for the desserts. So it's still very quiet, and that gives us the opportunity to have a look around. Look at these great pictures, the paintings. It's all so well done. It's cool. You see the giant pretzels over there, giant eggs. So much detail in this restaurant. What a great place. So you see over here Ant-Man with a very large carrot, super sized, and here Eiffel Tower made in asperges. What a cool detail. What a great place, guys. So gonna have a look again for my table. As you can see, there is a lot of space in here. More paintings over there. Ant-Man super sized with... I want that bottle of wine. Look at that. Ah, you can get drunk here. And here they are creating that giant hot dog that you can find on the buffet over there. What a great place. This is by far my favorite. And I'm sure this will be the new hotspot. That's for sure. So do you guys remember when we were outside, I was mentioning the tubes with the enlarging particles and the shrinking particles? And that's so cool when you are inside the restaurant, over here. This is the end of the tubes. You can just push a button for, okay, give me more enlarging particles, more. Or at the other side, the shrinking ones. It's a very cool detail. You can have it next to your table if you want. Let's have a look at the menu card for the drinks. So you can have a cocktail over here at €15, or when you want to have the one without alcohol, €10. And then you have the signature wine, and I think I'm gonna try that and have a look how it is served. So I'll go for this one. It's €9. Let's give it a try. My white wine just arrived. Look how cool. Love the blue color, and it's served in a measuring cup. Amazing. I have to say they did a really good job with the theming in this restaurant. Even the wine is an experiment. So cool.
And Lilly gave us also a couple of video clips here. One of them is that cocktail that that Rony had mentioned earlier, and with the red, white, and blue.
I like that. It's sort of like a Captain America looking cocktail. We had something similar to that when we were in the restaurant in the Marvel Lounge.
The Skyline Bar,
Lounge,
yes.
correct.
So here is the ice cream, and she said it tasted like cheesecake. And then it brings the cup up, and then it does the service for you.
It's automatic, so much less likely to make a big mess, because it's perfect every time. I see Tom Fitzgerald. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Yes.
He actually was the quoter of that phrase, and with Rony, who was very excited to meet him.
And we saw him at
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Cosmic Rewind, yes. So Pym Kitchen looks amazing.
It does.
And honestly, everybody that we've talked to so far, like Lilly, like Rony, all have said it's like one of the best buffets. Rony says it's his favorite Disneyland Paris. Lilly says it's her favorite, one of her favorite buffets ever. So I can't wait.
I can't wait. Luckily, I guess you've made a reservation already, so it's very exciting. I can't wait to get over there and check it out.
The one thing, let's say...
and I want to thank you to Rony
Yes.
from check out his YouTube channel, DLP Licious, for a lot more.
And thanks to our sponsor, MEI Travel and Mouse Fan Travel. They've been sponsoring us for years now, and we appreciate so much. Check them out online. They have been in business a very long time and can help you with whatever you need,
including a trip to Disneyland Paris.
Yes, and if they need any, help, we can always give them some feedback.
That's right.
So I just wanted to mention, as far as okay, so if you're going to Disneyland Paris and you want to book Pym Kitchen, the one thing that I've noticed, I don't usually book reservations 2 months out. Like if I want a 2-top, I have had a hard time finding it. Where if I want a 4-top, I could have like any time in the book.
So the key is it helps to have a couple friends.
So I'm trying to figure out what time does Disneyland Paris put the tables out. Like last night at 10 p.m. I was able to check. But there was
and of course there's a 6-hour time difference. So
right.
when Denise says
4 a.m. their time. So I don't know, like today I'm going to try every hour and see at what point all of a sudden the tables become available, because I would like to dine there 2 or 3 times.
A lot of first world problems with Denise. Trying to get those dining reservations in 2 months out.
Yes, well, I would like to eat there, and so I just thought it was interesting, though, because I was looking up for Rony for them to come with us, so I got the 4-top, and I'm like, okay, now I'm going to grab dinner in case Rony can't make it for lunch, for just the 2 of us, and then it's like, there's no twos, like I can't find it with 2 of us. If Rony was going to stay and have dinner with us, then I could get like 6:15, 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:30. But, if for 2, sorry. So I just thought it was interesting. So it's something to think about.
That's true. That is true. So let's quickly talk about next week. I think next week we're going to do part 2 of our cruise on the Disney Wish.
Yes. So I guess...
And maybe if we have more time, we could show more from the Avengers Campus. If not, the show after that, we will show... We have a lot, thanks to Rony, we have plenty of coverage, great coverage of the Avengers Campus at Disneyland Paris.
And, as I'm watching, the first cruises go, the first Disney Wish, there's so much more for us to even see and experience. We can talk about certain things, but there are certain things we cannot talk about yet.
I'm glad we're going back next month.
Yeah, I am too. So we can kind of, then we can have like a full coverage of it all.
So thanks again for listening. Have a great week, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.